Okay, welcome back to the channel of Pro Enzo Vids, and this is my round 19 NRL tips for 2024. So yeah, yet again, it's a Origin affected round, so only 5 games this week, this weekend, with a few clubs having a bye. And yeah, look, obviously, I know it's probably a less entertaining round because of the Origin plays being out for certain clubs, but I still think there's some good games to look forward to. Like, I think Thursday should be good between both the Dolphins and the Rabbitohs at KO Stadium there in Redcliffe. Dolphins have to keep winning if they want to make the top 4. That's a very important game for them. And same with South, they've got to keep winning. If they want to make the 8, they're going to keep winning games as well. So I think Thursday should be a good one. Tigers Sharks on the Friday has potential, but I guess we'll see what kind of Tigers team does turn up, and we'll see the Sharks bounce back at home. And Manly Knights on the Sunday at Brookie should be a great game, that one. Be there, of course, no question about that. But yeah, no, look, I think this round has potential. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, bring on round 19. Before I get into my tips though, please be sure to like this video and do subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, my current goal of 4,500 subscribers has been cracked, so I do appreciate all the new support. Obviously all the new subs and all the new support has gotten me to that goal of 4,500 subscribers. So yeah, I appreciate heaps, and I guess on ways to 5k now. So hopefully that's the next best goal to get on this channel. But without further ado, round 19 tips. Let's get into it. So here we go. The first game, Dolphins and the Rabbitohs at KO Stadium. So this is also quite interesting because it is the future Rabbitohs coach Wayne Bennett, who obviously was the South coach before, as we all know, but he'll be versing the Rabbitohs before he does go to the club next year. So yeah, we'll see how this all goes, I guess, because obviously the South players would want to impress Wayne to stay at the club, and obviously to impress Wayne enough to say, oh yeah, Wayne will keep these guys and make a mark for themselves, pretty much. As for the Dolphins, yeah, look, I don't know, Dolphins recently, the last couple of months, last month I should say, have been a bit average, I feel like. I guess there's no coincidence that's because Wayne's focusing on the South side, I reckon. But yeah, look, back at KO Stadium, the Dolphins often play well there, so they should be up for this one, you'd think. So for the Dolphins, obviously, there's a couple of changes for them. Don't think there's too many, but I think they've lost Kafusi to Origin this weekend. So Kafusi's obviously in the Maroons camp. Marshall King's obviously out still, so that means Max Plaff's a hooker this week, and no Hammer. So obviously Dolphins will need to win without those guys, but certainly not impossible. And as for the Rabbitohs, I don't think South have many changes apart from losing Murray to Origin. Latrell's obviously injured for the Blues and for South, which is a huge blow. Kind of got gutted about that, actually. So no Murray, no Latrell. And yeah, I think that's mostly the South's team for this week. I think Havili's also out as well with injuries. So yeah, it seems like Souths can't catch a break from injuries from what it looks like. But my tip for this game though, I think Dolphins will get the job done. I just think Dolphins will be too desperate to drop off in this game. I think that they know top 4 is such a possibility for them this year, and only their second year in the comp. So I think Wayne will have them up for this game. And I think South will turn up as well to impress Wayne, but I think Dolphins will get the job done here by about 6 points. So Dolphins win by 6. First try scorer, give me a Sarko, and anytime try scorers, I'll go with Keon Kalamatangi. And also for the Dolphins, I will go with a Bromwich brother in Kenny Bromwich. Moving on to the main game on the Friday now. It's between both the Sharks and the Tigers at PointsBet Stadium. Now, what happened the last time these two sides played? What happened? That's right, the Tigers won at Leichhardt Oval. And within the first 2 months of the season, that was the Sharks' only loss. Because the Sharks were 7-1 or something, I think. And and the only loss was to the Tigers. So can the Tigers pull off another upset and beat them again at their home turf? Have to wait and see. But the team for the Sharks this week reads as no Nico Hines. So Nico Hines is out for 6 to 8 weeks. That's pretty much the whole regular season he's out for. Sharks should make finals, but I'm not going to lock them in for finals for sure, though, because of the way they're playing. But basically Hines is out until round 26 to finals, so big blow for them. So their halves, I believe, were Braden Trindle and Daniel Atkinson, with Katoa back in the wing this week. So that's why Atkinson's back in the halves. So yeah, and Talakai is also out, I think, with suspension. So Hamlin and Jesse Colquhoun both coming to that Sharks team. For the Tigers, Justin Olam's out with a knee injury, so that means Dewey comes back in the centres. Oh, sorry, no, Dewey was already there. Fatapo's on the wing still, I believe, and Ruben Porter comes into that Tigers team this time. So, yeah, a couple of changes for the Tigers, but yeah, I think the Tigers still can give the Sharks a red hot crack here for sure. My tip for this game, though, look, I want to tip Tigers because I think Tigers have a real chance of causing an upset here, but I think I'll go save and tip the Sharks. Sharks have let me down a couple of times this year, so if they let me down again, I'm tempted to go against them, but I think Sharks will win back at home, though. They should be good enough to win at home, so I'll go Sharks to win. Sharks to win by about 8 points. First try scorer, Ronaldo Mulatalo, and anytime try scorers. Let's go for Tape for the Tigers, and for the Sharks, I'll go with Britton Decora. Now, moving on to the next game, and the first game on the Saturday, it's between both the Titans and the Eels at Seabar Super Stadium up there in the Gold Coast. Now, the Titans have been playing some good footy recently. Like, I guess you could say they're a bit inconsistent still, but their win against the Sharks last week at Coffs Harbour was very impressive, and I had a gut feeling that they'll win, and I don't know why I tipped the Sharks, but I had a gut feeling the Titans would win, but obviously I didn't listen to my gut there. But anyway, Titans are playing really good footy, so we'll see if they can back it up this Saturday. Parramatta, on the other hand, Parramatta just, I guess, not really progressing, and they probably won't for the rest of the year. I saw there's a few changes, like giving a bit more rookies a go, which I suppose is a good thing, but I guess, not much you can really say about them. But the Titans this week have a couple of changes, not many though. Jane Campbell's back at 5'8", I believe, from a hand injury. AJ Brimson's 18th man, so if he is cleared to be playing, he'll come into that team, I believe. And I think Foran's captain this week too. So, I think Titans have named a pretty strong team overall. For the Eels, there's quite a bit of changes, so I'm sorry if I can't recall them all. But they've got Jake Tago still playing on the wing this week, playing his second NRL game. Now, the really cool thing about this debutant is that he has the same first name as me. And I've never seen a player with the first name of Lorenzo make their NRL debut. So, Lorenzo Mulatalo will make his debut for the Eels on the wing this weekend, brother of Ronaldo. So, I'm keen to see how he does go. Certainly not because of his name, no. But, good luck to him. So Mitchell Moses is obviously out because of the Blues camp, so that means RC is at halfback, and I think Bryce Cartwright's been dropped to the bench as well. So a couple of big changes there, and Charlie Geimer starts at lock. My tip for this game though, I think Titans should win. Parramatta are just done for the year. Titans should win well, but I think Parramatta will fight for a bit there. But I think Titans will win. So Titans win by about 12. First try scorer, let's go Cam Pereira. And anytime try scorers. I'll back that Mulatalo today on debut to score as well, so I'll back him in for a try. Why not? And I'll also back in. I can see Jane Campbell try on his return, so Titans win by 12. Now, you can argue otherwise, but I think this game is quite big for both sides because I feel like whoever loses really does put themselves in a dent that could really hurt their season going forward. But it's the Broncos versus Dragons at Suncorp Stadium, Origin-affected game, this one. And look, I think it'll be a really crucial game. Like, whoever loses, I think will struggle to, clinch in the 8 for the rest of the year, I actually reckon. But whoever wins obviously stays in contact with most other teams fighting for a spot in the top 8. So, I think it's a really crucial game, if I'm being honest. The Broncos this week, I think, have a few changes. So Josh Rogers will now come in at halfback, and Broncos fans for a while have been calling for Josh Rogers to make his not debut, come into that team for Jock Madden, who's injured. So obviously it's never nice seeing a player injured in Jock Madden, but I think the change had to happen though. I think they need a bit of a change there. So I think Rogers will do a job beside Ezra Mam. But Broncos obviously losing Walsh, Carrigan, Haas obviously hurts their team, I guess. For the Dragons obviously have no Hunt and no Lomax. Jaden Sewer will play. He's been dropped from the Maroon side, so I'm sure he'll have a big one this Saturday. But the Dragons I think have made a couple of changes, but overall I think it's mainly the same team from what I can remember seeing. Ravalawa's in the team, so Makali Ravalawa makes his return from reserve grade and back from the wilderness, if you want to put it that way. Back to that Dragons team. So keen to see how Rava goes. But my tip for this game. Well, you know, as I said before, it's quite a crucial one for both sides, I reckon. But I'm tipping the Dragons. I think the Dragons will go to Suncorp and get the job done. They nearly did it last year when they played, or maybe that was a year before when they played that time at Suncorp. And I think last year they were close as well against the Broncos, but Broncos were too good. But Dragons, I think they'll turn up and get the job done. I think Shane Flanagan will have them primed for this game this week. I know there's no Ben Hunt, but Broncos for me are in a bit of trouble. Excuse the cut there, but yeah, look, obviously no Walsh, no Reynolds, no Carrigan, no Haas. Where's their points going to come from? Ezra Mann by himself has proven that he can't really see the side around. So Dragons will win by 10. First try scorer, Ravalawa in his return game. And anytime try scorers, I will go with Jesse Arthurs and one wing for the Broncos. And for the Dragons, I'll go with Jaden Sewer for a big game. Now, on to the very last game on the Sunday there. It's between both my boys Manly up against Knights at 4 Pines Park at Brookie. So, yeah, Sunday afternoon at Brookie does not get any more prime time than that, especially for a Brookie game. But, yeah, look, obviously both sides are origin decimated. We're missing Jake and Cherry Evans. And as for the Knights, they're missing both Ponga, Gagai for Queensland and missing Best for the Blues. So, kind of evens things out, especially with who we're missing and they're missing. So, yeah, it should be a good game either way. Olakwaju is playing for us this time too, so rather than play for the Blues and get less minutes and not play anything really on the Madge, come back to Manly and back to Clubland and play a full 80, that sounds better. But yeah, like obviously Manly's win last week against the Cowboys was very important. I think that's a win that definitely helps us still keep in contact with the 8, so yeah, I think for us, it's got to keep winning no matter what. And for the Knights got a great gritsy, a very gutsy win. Thank you, gutsy win over the Raiders. I tipped that to happen too. So yeah, good on the Knights. But yeah, without Ponga, Best and Gagai, it will be a bit tough. But not to say that it'll be an easy game for us though, because we're missing both Ches and Jake. So it's gonna be a huge blow for us. And no Cola for 6 weeks. That's gonna hurt for 6 weeks. And no Ben for this game too, Ben Trbojevic. So we're missing a couple ourselves. I'm keen to see how Jamie Humphries goes in debut as well for us. Like Humphries is at halfback this week, so I'm keen to see how he does go at halfback. For months now, Manly fans have been calling for his name and calling for Siebes to pick him, and yeah, he's finally there. So I'm keen to see how he does go on Sunday. And then yeah, the other debutant off the bench, Klein Fulalo, who has been killing it in reserve grade for the Blacktown Workers team. So I think it was only a matter of time until he got his debut, which comes this Sunday. So good on him. And Humphries, keen to see how they do go in person. But yeah, my tip for this game, I'll obviously back Manly, no question in mind. But yeah, not to be up for this one. They do play well against us in recent times. So I'll tip Manly to win, Manly by 8. First try scorer, I'll go with Jason Saab to continue his try scoring run. And anytime try scorers, I'll go Turbo at fullback for us. And for the Knights, I'll go with Greg Marsu because he always scores. But yeah, Manly to win. Come on. But that there wraps up my round 19 NRL tips for this weekend. Hope you all enjoyed. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, do comment your tips in the comments down below. And again, thank you for you guys making me reach my goal of 4,500 subscribers. You know who you are if you are a new recent viewer and subscriber to this channel. So yeah, greatly appreciated by me. But thank you for watching and have a good night.